Is it 64? That's something. Will still take way longer, but it has just started. Okay, for some reason I don't really know what to do. So, what was the rocket again? Since the rocket is like the big thing separating us between now and Chapter 6, other than Chaos Automation. Like, once Chaos is automated, what else do I need? Okay, this is actually looking good. This is looking very good. Like, that's already the rocket, okay. Alright, so that's a little bit more. I don't even need the spacesuit, wait a second. Right, what I will also need is one of those heavy-duty plates. I don't know why exactly I have such an obsession with Chapter 6 in this one, but for some reason I have an obsession with Chapter 6. Like, I'm currently planning against everything that I actually wanted to do. Right. Upgrades. That's an easy one, actually. Okay, so my plan now is... So, Chaos Automation, Assembler, Die Mixer, Chapter 6. Apparently that is my current plan. What the fuck is this plan? Don't worry, I am gonna be fine. Believe me, I know just how stupid it sounds and just how stupid it actually is. But for my next spell, I'm gonna replace all of those tricks with Wither. Well, I guess it still does work. What can I do with this? You see, I still have Sea Leaf here. Put them in here. And replace the part. Now we have our squirt on it. It's fucking stupid, but it's gonna work. What I could also do is just a Chaos Node, I don't know. But probably the biggest issue is I could immediately go all the way up to the Chapter 7, Tier 7 rocket. Not actually making this rocket, that's on a whole different level. But I could go all the way up to where I will need the rocket. And I think that is actually a big issue. The only thing you need to do between the Chapter 5 rocket, the Tier 1 rocket in Chapter 5 and the Tier 7 rocket in Chapter 7 is the Lightning Infuser. And that you only need to make for the Blank Realm Stones. And because I already have unlimited Blank Realm Stones, I still need to fight the bosses. That's something I can do while the chaos starts building up. Now, I'm actually gonna say that me even being able to go to Chapter 6 like that is an issue. Ooh, absolutely. It's not just that you can just rush to the end of Chapter 7, it's that there aren't enough incentives that keep you from doing that. Basically, the only incentive I have to even stay in Chapter 6 for a little longer is to actually unlock the Chapter 7 quests. Finally, quick charging. Now, the Flawless Calculator has dynamic crafting, has flawless crafting, has normal crafting with the same issue that it starts here instead of here. Storage module, which is just a free double chest, and energy module, which doesn't really do shit. The warp module is pretty easy, I just need a fabrication chamber, and the fabrication chamber is somewhat cheap. The reason why I place them like this is so that I can do this. Which then allows me to just make a warp module. Fabricate, and it takes them from here automatically. Anyway, warp module. Is just put this one in and add the module to it. Link it by shift right clicking, and then teleport to it. It doesn't use any energy. It does not work across dimensions. So in here, one dimension. A source of the Bloodthirst effect. The Bloodthirst effect is probably the most time-saving thing that I can bring into Chapter 4. Now, I can put all of these on. I don't think the order matters. Sure doesn't. And it's done. I now have the Bloodthirst effect. Now, usually I would absolutely love to get the Bloodthirst effect on a... Here, Tainted Blood Pendant. And then connect it by a mana mirror to one of these. Anyway, that is everything prepared for Chapter 4 already. I need to fight another dragon for the dragon egg. I should have. Yes, I do have. I do have one net. Oh my god! Please, no fireballs. Alright, don't mind me. Yep, there you go. There you go. One shot. Okay. Oh. That is interesting to know. I think 16 burn-up islands. How about 16 passive? Those should be good enough and don't need fuel. One of the benefits of actually having mana properly automated. I can use that mana. Yeah, there's already that. I just need 2,412 Chaos Essence shards now. So basically the issue is, I'm making excuses to rush instead of working with what I have. For some reason I'm also thinking about making an unnecessarily large ME system. Unnecessarily large ME system, meaning I will need to fight a bunch of Gaia too. Nothing I can really do there, it's limited by the input. How about I do 7? And yes, I am currently solving a buffer issue by just throwing more input into it. And yes, if it's 4 digits, if it shows you all of the digits too, so if there's no 4th digit, it's a 0. Perfect. All placed. Is that going? Almost to 6. Well, as long as I leave 4 in there. It was cotton, yeah. That's the one I want to go for now. There we go, this is gonna close. Oh yeah, all of this water. Oh yeah, it is very slowly closing, huh. Ja, ich habe hier draußen gerade so ein bisschen meine ganzen Tech-Sachen, dadurch, dass ich noch zu voll war, mir dafür einen Raum zu bauen. Wir haben hier so etwas mit einfach so ein paar Maschinen, manuell betätigt, mein Lager, zu dem kommen wir gleich. Hier habe ich vor, irgendwie mein Tech mit reinzubauen, eventuell mit einer Treppe nach unten. Tinkers, Smelteries, eine Enchanting Corner. Hier oben haben wir eine Withers-Station, das hier ist extra Utilities, Grid Power, Gaia Guardian Arena. Hier haben wir allgemein das Botania-Setup, auch mit Mana-Automation, mit TNT-Dupers natürlich. Und das hier ist Nature's Aura. Halt die 3 einzelnen Maschinen, noch nichts automatisiert wirklich. Hier auch so ein kleiner Streifen an Corel Tombstone Graves. Ich bin gerade dabei am Warten, dass mein Empower endlich die ganzen Basic Capacitors macht. Sind 240, ist also erst ein Sechstel da. Und ja, hier habe ich so eine Art Dimension-Menschen. Ich verwende hier keine Schilder, ich verwende tatsächlich etwas, damit ich direkt erkenne, welche Dimension das ist. Also hier habe ich natürlich ein paar Bilder, aber das ist solche Sachen. Inspected-Dimension, da kann ich keinen Raum bauen, da kriege ich die Blöcke nicht. Und der Rest ist alles etwas, was hier in der Dimension ist. Zum Beispiel hier einfach Energieproduktion. They only take the last 2 and not all. However, we have the quest, so this quest will not complete once I make... Yeah, it should be an ore. No, it shouldn't be an ore even. It should be and with these 2. And finally... And this one now has 2 slots. Then... you. And now we need fuel. Control fuel. The order does not matter, by the way. Burning Chaos Barons are way faster. Yes, I can one-shot enemies without that spell. I think it's time to finally move the setup to the overworld then. Instead, I definitely need way more. I need the Gargantuan Drums is what I need. Should not be an issue at this point, and I will definitely need a few, so why not just make 64? They're pretty cheap. I say that, but apparently they are very fucking iron heavy. How are you doing? Oh, you are actually... The burner pylon is so much better than the Python pylon. So fucking much better. Hi there. Okay, that's already half of them. Which means what I can do now is put you here. And those things have a lot of capacity. Those tanks, in fact, have more capacity than my smelteries. I will not need to worry about fluid storage, I think. So, we have more than enough mana for this. There we go. Whew. Alright, that's gonna be slightly faster now. Do I want some form of door here, just to make sure that I'm actually alone in here? Makes it feel safer, more secluded. On the other hand, wait, no, I cannot yet. I cannot yet because that requires chapter 5. Yep, sure does. This is basically my safe space now, my AFK room. My room in general. I'm only at 140 hours. Oh my god, the potion of strength. Yeah. It's strength 4. Oh no, this is gonna suck. So after the dye mixer, let's see, Mage, Workstation, Corallus is definitely gonna be on the list, and Smash. I can do Smash real quick. And the fourth one requires Hunter 12. Oh yeah, by the way, this one deals damage. Docking station. I can basically make a lot of these because it's only stuff that I can actually get from here. I have you, I'm just gonna put one of you in here. I have the docking station here. I put the flex point on top. It says no calculator is mounted. To do something, I will need to make a calculator. Ooh, I need a wrench. Because I absolutely don't want this to be connected. 15, lovely. Calculator screen, flawless calculator. Now I can put it onto the docking station. And suddenly it works. And it autocrafts. And just dumps it back into here. Actually, not sure if I can just get them from here directly. I can. Perfect. That is actually huge. I need to be careful, because once my inventory is full, it would just continue duplicating, which could easily lead to a whole lot of lag. But at least we have some redstone now. And I have all of you. That's 3. And it's basically just an incremental idle at this point. I have everything else prepared. I'm literally only waiting for the chaos. Corallus. I will need to defeat a Corallus still. And I'd rather do all of the hunter mob stuff now rather than later. I could actually already make one. Hi. Don't mind me. They absolutely do mind me. Holy shit, you too. Oh my god. I'm level 12. Okay, I can disable it. Perfect. Well, I do need to actually get to it first. That's probably gonna be the bigger issue here. Works. That works. No new ones can spawn. Basically, all I need to do is find one of these. And, yeah, that's already it. I just need to show up there now. Higher level hunter mobs do give slightly more hunter XP. So Mother White Walker would have actually been better than Whammerheads, but I tried and didn't get it and didn't want to bother getting more, so... Oh, yeah, that is on me. Once I'm level 15, I can use those, yeah. Ignore skills below level 15. That's the reason why I'm getting it to 15, even though I have more than enough amphibian lungs. Because, fun fact, those spawners apparently have the same effect as normal spawners in that they stop spawning after some time. There we go. And it spawns the Corallus. That was Corallus. Anyway, that's the Chapter 6 bosses done for now. Let's see, this includes Chapter 4. This includes Chapter 3. It does not include Mage. So, Chapter 7 stuff. This somehow manages to be both surprisingly much and surprisingly little at the same time. And I don't exactly know how it does that. We are now absolutely at the point where we can start just letting this one to build up the chaos. It's like, it's absolutely no longer worth it to use this for chaos ores, for chaos shards now. At some point it becomes worth using chaos ores again, but only because they actually do drop from the void ore miner. The question now is, what do I do while I wait? I do the Stargate controller. And I do the quality. Yes, the Reforging station. I have you, I have you. I guess I could already work on this after that. What I could also do, wait, Chapter 6, does this include Chapter 7 already? Yeah, includes everything, okay. So I could in theory already work on the Chapter 7 stuff. Also, instead of using the Wither spell I made, there's a much easier way to actually do this. It's those, plus these. I want 4 recharge. Invisibility doesn't matter. Wither, that's the one I want. Capacity. Now, first question is, which one do I actually want? And which ones can I get? I think I'm just gonna go for Green Sapphire though. That's not gonna be a yet thing either, because it does need chaos. And I should rather use the chaos to actually increase chaos production for now. So chaos gem goes on here. Those 36. And air bottles, which you get by right-clicking blocks. Keep them in mind if you're trying to get Dragon Breath. I can do more mini-games for more of those capacitors. No, the capacitors are not gonna do anything once I'm in Chapter 5. Pulverized iron, which is way faster now too. Would be even faster if I were to make more of those. In fact, I can probably switch for Tuna and Silke for something else. And suddenly we have an unbreakable pickaxe. Yes, I just wasted the Grave Souls, however, there is a very good reason for that. The Grave Guardian can only spawn while a grave gets a soul. Can magically create multiple copies of a magic scroll. Well, I deleted the one scroll that would have made sense to copy accidentally. Also, you cannot just get it, okay, so never mind. Anyway, I can put those enchantments onto here. And your name is gonna be Cecile. Oh, too many steps already, that's interesting. Means I am finally ready to finish you. How about I get Silke back and just put smelting and unbreaking on her? Ooh, I have a good name. Oh. Why is it not dropping? What? I accidentally did some work in the wrong instance, which means this instance does have a small change. The sag mill now has the ores that were missing from it, but were supposed to be there. And silver on the crusher no longer produces lead, which is what I did before I changed that. Not a good one. Oh, inventory is full again. How about some firewater? And then was you and you. That's gonna make some hooch. And hooch is gonna make firewater. And place you below that. With this pickaxe, I can break the heavy duty blocks. Wait, where's my nutrition module? Where the fuck is my nutrition module? Here it is. I don't know how this keeps happening, but it's not nice. My plan now is I'm just gonna prepare everything for Chapter 3, Chapter 4. So everything for what is currently in here in the crafting calculator. And then I'm gonna leave for Chapter 3, Chapter 4. Well, I am in Chapter 3. Then I'm gonna leave for Chapter 4. Like, we are actually getting good chaos now. The thing is, I will need to wait for chaos anyway. So, why don't I work on the mechanism machines and can then also use the better recipes as an added bonus? Like so. Do I already start crafting? Like, that might be a thing I might genuinely want to do. Oh yeah, also the only thing I cannot get in this chapter is the 152 osmium ingots. There's definitely a few things that I can already start. There's gonna be a project, alright. Holy shit! Is this long? I mean, I did kinda expect a long project, but not such a long project. What the? Oh, yeah, two of you aren't needed. Holy shit, okay, so... Oh. Why did I not put unbreaking on it? That's definitely something I should have done. I could also use a book of repairing, but nah. By the way, the tier 1s have a 4 bucket capacity, the medium ones have 8, and the large ones have 16. Get all of you. And that's where the unstackables start. It's definitely not gonna be annoying at all to make all of these. Which, wait, the assembler is actually not mandatory until you... Well, I mean, it also kind of depends on how much you want to handle unstackables. I don't mind, really. Alright. 132 of those done. And that is the Thermionic Fabricator done. I now need a little bit of sand. Let me set the swamp key, for example. I can do this. The liquid resources don't matter, they appear once this bar is filled up enough. And just a little bit. There we go. That's the swamp key. And now I need 3 swamp homie. I am basically ready to go into chapter 4 right now. As in actually right now. But I do still want to get the assembler, I do still want the dye mix, I do still want to prepare everything I've already wanted to work on. And yes, I couldn't see we make multiple, but more than one just doesn't have any use. There we go. We are done with chapter 3. And what I can do now is place you in the ocean. And now we have the portal tree. This is like the nether portal, you need to actually stay in there for a little bit. Everything for the assembler multi-block acquired. Now it starts with 5 of those. Then there's something wrong so that you cannot see which one is actually the controller and which ones are just large circuits. This one in front with the chest is the controller. Is a large circuit too. What I'm missing now is 2 tanks and 2 chests. We now add those here and suddenly it's done. If I now try that again, this time with the correct configuration here. Suddenly, we have a potion of strength, 4. And that's gonna be that already. Just put them into the input chest, it will then craft. That takes 30 seconds. You are done. Pre-fluid extractor, lovely. That's the wrong side. There we go. Now, there's a specific type of log, acacia wood, which gives the most. At 3 MB every 5 ticks, instead of 2 or 1. We're literally just gonna place them, and this now automatically gets latex. There we go, lovely, just dump that into one of the tanks, and automatically starts crafting. You I'm gonna set to 1 woman 2. You now input water, and now I'm getting tiny dry rubber. Next up, the dye mixer, which is what I need the tiny dry rubber for in the first place. Dry rubber in the furnace, makes plastic. I need red, green, and blue dye. Now, there is actually one thing missing that I completely forgot, and that's the lens. And upgrades as well. Yeah, I only need white for now, so... There we go, white laser lens into the compactor. And now, this is starting to make white artificial dye. And what we can do now that we have this is take all of this, take you and you, put all of you in here, and that makes empowered Inori. We can now make empowered items other than Diamantine. Yeah, there's one. Put them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. Mage's Workstation. Chaos, Assembler, Dye Mixer, Mage Station, done, 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 and done. Chaos Gem, not done. There we go. We have a Chaos Gem now. And to recharge it, I can absolutely just do this. And there we go. Chaos Gem Sapphire. And now I can toggle this. Maybe without the wither, I suppose. Just give myself the wither effect whenever. Which then triggers Hauran's cult. Anyway, with that, I am now ready for chapter 4. Hold on. I don't need you. Because I can now make tainted blood pendants. And the two that I want are Bloodthirst and Emptiness. Lovely. The mana mirror is pretty cheap too. And I can make that one too now. There we go. That is Bloodthirst. Means I could also get a Terra Shatterer, but I don't think I will need it. Lovely. You and you. I'm gonna bind it to you. As so now, this mana mirror takes mana from this very pool. And now I can get the Emptiness Amulet and just put that here. It looks like I'm ready to leave. I have everything I want. So, the episode is about to end. And next episode I will go all the way to the chapter 7 pre-rocket. This is now the end of chapter 3. Which also means that this is actually a good point to put the outro. Now, I would have actually had a normal outro, but I mentioned the ME system. I put it in the bottom text as this gave me an idea for the outro spoiler. And, well, as such, here's the outro spoiler. My ME system, which is not just those. It goes all the way around. Plus top and bottom I can't really show, but bottom is the same as the top. And all of these are 64 KME. 250 here, 250 here. Good luck getting enough storage space to make this worthwhile. This is 125 ME controllers, and let me tell you, the ME controllers were way more of an issue. Mostly because these just take way too fucking long and I needed way too fucking many of them. like 2 times 1 times 3 times 4 of those. Compared to these, which, like, the biggest issue here, well, this just took some time because for some reason it's 35 seconds, and then one bucket of empowered oil for all tiers. But then, also spoiler for my machine room, I guess, which is like the last big part I haven't shown yet. And it is actually the part I'm still currently mostly working on, like heavily working on, mostly. I have almost 130,000 buckets of imported oil. I don't think the storage cells were ever gonna be an issue. Anyway, I was not kidding when I said that next episode is gonna go all the way to when I can start working on the tier 7 rocket. Which is actually one of the bigger issues I have with this pack. There is just no good gating in the later chapters. Also, there have been 2 weeks without a video now since I have been kind of focusing on Hypixel. And I do actually have something that you could compare to a part-time job now. So I do also have less time from that. And there will be another few weeks without a video because tomorrow there's the new Pile of Exile League coming, which I want to take part in, so yeah, we will see when the next episode will release. It will release at some point. See you in the next one.